here today talking with Ryan Price, a graduate student in the sociology program at U of L. Ryan, tell us which program and what year you're in.
Hi there. I am a second year's master's student in the sociology department.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your academic background.
Sure. So I graduated from the University of Louisville in 2019 with my bachelor's degree in sociology, and I took a year off to reflect on some academic goals, career goals, and after that year, I decided to come back to U of L to start my master's degree, and that was in the fall of 2020.
Okay, tell us why you chose ultimately to pursue a graduate degree in sociology.
So initially, when I started my undergraduate degree in the fall of 2015, I was enrolled as a business major, and after taking an introductory to sociology course, I was just so interested in it, and so I changed my major, and then after working on my senior level project in a social stratification course, I realized that I wanted to pursue sociology further, and start doing my own research, getting a feel of what teaching might be like, and exploring academia as a graduate student rather than an undergraduate in sociology.
Okay, you're currently working on your thesis, so tell us a little bit about that project.
Yes. So my thesis project, at the beginning of my master's degree, I was trying to think of a topic that was very relevant to what was going on in 2020. And so I knew I wanted to focus on some inequality that COVID created. And as I was thinking about like which area of sociology interested me, I was particularly interested in the sociology of education. So my thesis project, kind of broadly speaking, is about digital inequality in the education system. Because, as we've all come to be familiar with, COVID has shifted learning not just for college students, graduate students, but also more so for K through 12 students. And so digital inequality, thinking about like internet access, computer access, but also different patterns of digital usage. So my thesis project is conceptualizing this construct of digital capital in relation to academic outcomes. So I'm working with secondary data. I'm using a lot of the methods that I've learned over the past 2 years. And I have some pretty interesting findings. I'm defending my thesis in the next few weeks. I'm also presenting at a research conference sponsored by U of L.
Good, good. You are going to move into the workforce this summer after you earn your degree, and tell us a little bit about how you eventually plan to use your sociology degree.
As I entered the graduate program, I started to realize that I wanted to use my master's degree as, a very statistics-based quantitative degree. And so with my degree, I'm hoping to enter the workforce in data analytics. our program has a very strong quantitative focus, and I learned a lot about coding, different stats software.
Great, great. One final question. Do you have any advice for students who are considering sociology and or pursuing graduate work in sociology at U of L?
The advice that I would give for incoming graduate students, particularly in sociology, is to practice your critical thinking skills, and use your critical thinking skills to think about what's going on around you, and what you're interested in as well. For example, I'm very interested in like technology, and then you can use those interests to identify problems or areas in the literature that need to be studied. Um, so always having this sort of critical mind when thinking about things. Broadly speaking, in academia, I would say to practice your writing every day. Uh, I know that over the course of my graduate career, my writing has improved just tremendously. And part of that has been, just writing it every day. So uh, even if it's not much, and even if I don't use it or don't like it, I'll still try to write at least something uh, related to my thesis.
That's great advice. That's some really sound advice. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we end here?
One of the things that has been fundamental for my experience as a grad student, has been getting involved in the department and on campus. Um, so our sociology department here at U of L offers a lot of ways to get involved. We have our Sociological Graduate Student Association, and I'm currently serving as the representative for Graduate Student Council through that. I'm also the graduate student representative for faculty meetings, and getting involved on campus and in the department just helps you feel like you're a part of something bigger.
That's great advice, Ryan. Thank you for talking with me today, and we wish you the very best as you defend your thesis next month.
Of course, thank you.